Good afternoon, everybody. Andy here with your midweek market update. Decent bounce across the indices today as we're back above the 5-day moving averages across the board, and only the Dow has a now rising 5-day moving average. So, nice little move. It's got a series of higher lows and higher highs here on the 30-minute chart, and ending day, closing day prices not quite making a higher high, but it's trying to improve there. And if we go over to the daily charts, one thing I notice as I run through the list is several key areas have up to this point been successfully defended. Individual names, lots of bounces off of the rising 20-day moving averages. Here we see spies on the daily, back above the 10-day, back over the 5-day, which we just said is still declining. I'll run through these pretty quickly since we just looked at them on the smaller time frame. Similar action here for the Qs. Dow back up into this area, which is some supply several times here, but it's a strong move nonetheless. Back over all the key moving averages there and looking better. IWM did not quite get down to the 269s area, but a very strong bounce up here. Stuck now between, well, I shouldn't say stuck, but at the end of the day, between the 10 and 20-day moving averages here, which are pinching in pretty close. So I want to switch just for a second, just for some context, because this is in the conversation in a lot of circles. 30-year yields off of this level. Once again, a little bit of a retreat here on the daily chart. And crude oil found the supply at the anticipated area and now all the way back down to the 10 and 20-day moving averages, which are holding together here very close for the time being, back below the rising 5-day and testing the month-to-date anchor here on the 30-minute chart. So let's look at a couple of macro type indices there. Bitcoin defending the rising 50-day so far. Looking down at some individual sectors, we've got the semiconductor index. Here's a nice bounce from the 20-day that started yesterday and got some follow through today. Still a declining 5-day moving average here, but certainly some improvement there. XBI, the biotechs, held this year-to-date anchor and this bit of price history here, and back over the 50-day, but the 10 and 20 coming down very sharply here. And software looked a little vulnerable early in the day and came back very nicely, still holding that rising 5-day moving average. Mag 7 names, there's another bounce off the 20-day that started yesterday and got some follow through today, and now back up to just underneath the 10-day. So it's improvement. It doesn't change the overall picture that much. Financials here still kind of stuck below the year-to-date anchor. No breakout there to speak of, or breakdown for that matter. And energy names commensurate with oil reversing here off highs a bit and moving lower throughout the day.